But we're talking Wayward Guide, 10-episode web series, okay? That's going to go up hopefully around May, should we get funded and should this thing happen. The 10-episode podcast that we're producing with it is going to be because the show is about podcast producers, guys. It's about two podcast producers, Mary Kate Wiles, hello, and Steve Zaragoza, hello, rock and roll. It's about them traveling to the small town of Connor Creek to investigate mining corruption. Pretty boring, right? Think again. It's not boring because there's werewolves involved. And werewolves are running the town or something like that. We still have to figure it out. But, yeah, so that's what's going to be happening. And the podcast we're producing, which will probably go up on iTunes or SoundCloud or something like that for someone who had asked. And the podcast is going to be the podcast that their characters, Artemis and Paul, are producing in the show. So the idea being that you could watch the show and you're kind of getting the behind the scenes of what happens to them and all the real stuff that's happening. And the podcast is what they're producing to kind of send out to the world. So you're getting things where people might be lying in different interviews and saying different things on the show, or people are saying, or like you're getting certain information from the podcast that's structured differently, and you're like, why are Artemis and Paul doing this? What's their angle coming to in terms of like producing the podcast? So it's kind of like an in-world podcast that will be a part of the show and will work in conjunction with it, and will be released at the same time. So each episode will coincide with the episode that's on. So it's pretty fun. It's a pretty cool thing. I think it's one of the more interesting ideas we've ever had, and I think format-wise it's going to be cool. I mean, for anyone who's going to be enjoying it, it's going to be so much content. It's going to be it's going to be a couple hours of content, which will be pretty cool, happening over a span of 10 weeks with an episode of a show and a podcast happening at the same time. Well, I'm losing a lot of viewers right now. What happened? Did I start messing up? Did I talk too long about this stupid bullshit? Guys, this is all I'm thinking about right now. This is all we have on our minds, and we want it to be on your minds too. So yes, I'm going to go back to answering some questions because I'm doing bad, I think. Am I doing an okay job? Let me know if I'm doing an okay job. It's weird when you're talking by yourself on a screen. But first of all, I also want to thank all of the backers who have backed thus far. We love you so much. Thank you. I love you guys for being so enthusiastic about this project and being enthusiastic enough to share with other people. Thank you so much. Maybe if I have the chance, we've got almost 600 backers at this point, so maybe I will be doing a Instagram live where I say I love you to every one of you in the next couple days. I would be willing to do that if anyone's down. So once we get to how close are we? I did this with, I think, Spies Are Forever, but where I did a Periscope for telling all the backers that I love them. So if you wanted, if we get to, I'm going to our campaign right now. If we get to 35,000 by Sunday, if we get to 35, I will do an I love you Instagram feed, a live feed where I go through all of our backers and I tell them that I love them, each by name. Except the ones that are guest number, because I've looked on and some of ours are just guests and numbers. But if you become a backer and you get other friends become a backer, I'll tell you I love you, and I'll do an Instagram live going through all of our backers if we get to 35,000 by Sunday morning, because we're going to be doing another live stream Sunday night, and I will be talking a lot. So Sunday afternoon I'll try to do, and I love you, stream, where I can each give you all personal love, because I would love that, because I would love to tell you that I love you personally instead of doing just a grand thing. So anyways, yeah guys, so that's what's going on, but let's go back to some questions. Who's got some questions about the series, about things coming up, possible future cast members that might be a part of this? People you want any clues you think I can give you? So yes, I might mispronounce some names. Where'd you go? BeckXKK. I might mispronounce some names, but isn't that the fun? Isn't that the fun of it all? Okay, is it good right now? Hopefully my connection's okay. How am I doing? Okay. Okay. So let me answer a few questions. Why am I on the East Coast for a wedding? I won't mispronounce you, Lori. Okay. So new cast members are going to be coming every 3,000 still. We might start amping them up during the live streams again. We might be doing more lightning rounds to announce a few more people quickly. But we still got a lot of challenges left. We didn't even make it through all the challenges that we had planned for that live stream. So Sunday, we will be doing another live stream. Corey, if you're on there, I don't know if we decided on a title of what it was going to be called, but I'm back without audio. God damn it. Sound is gone? Can't hear me still? Oh, wait. You can hear me again. It's back. Great. Perfect. Okay. No, it's not? Wait. You're back. Okay, great. Thank you. Here we go. Whew. The internet. So, thank you, Corey. So yes, we'll be doing, Corey, if you want to let us know, what the title is that we decided on for this live stream. We can put it in the chat. I think we had landed on a title for the live stream coming, on Sunday. So so we can put that in there. But we do have a live stream Sunday. We will be doing every 3,000. So at 33,000, we're gonna have a new reveal. But we might move into some lightning rounds come. Oh yes, if you can't hear me, restart the stream. Restart it. It'll come back. I'm here. 30. So yes, every 3,000 we'll be doing more reveals. But during the live stream on Sunday, we're probably going to do another lightning round where we try to announce a few people. Because the goal, you guys, so again, I'm going to say this again. We get to 35,000 by Sunday morning. I'm going to do an I Love You stream where I tell all the backers that have backed so far that I love them. And if we get to 40,000 because the goal is to get to 40,000 by the end of the stream. Because right at the end of the stream, we're about halfway through the campaign, so it'd be nice to be close to halfway through funded. That would be awesome to move past 40 at the end of the stream. So those are goals. Think about those. It's good stuff. Corey asked a question earlier. The question being, what do you do if you want to back, but you can't do it for a couple weeks? Guys, here's the great thing about Kickstarter. You're not going to get charged your money until the end of the campaign. So until September 24th at 3 p.m. Pacific time, your card won't get charged. So if you're waiting on finances to come through, if you know you're getting paid for work and coming up, you can still back, and you're not going to get charged until the 24th. So as long as you feel confident that you're going to have that money in your account by the 24th, please back, because it helps move the campaign along, and it helps us feel like we got some momentum. And for other people watching too, it gives them confidence that this thing is going to make it. So it's pretty cool. Tall Grace, she can't back because she's from Israel. Is there a no? I don't know if does Kickstarter, Corey, have a PayPal option? I know a lot of people have expressed woes about PayPal not being an option for this. Yes, Roizen Breath the Knock. You did. I accidentally spilled the beans that Titus was in part of the cast before we did his reveal in Dublin to a group of friends who come and hung out with Dylan and I to talk about Wayward Guy. And you guys kept a good secret. So yes, Corey just confirmed it does not have a PayPal option. But Corey, are there any other possible options that people can use for international if they don't have credit cards, possibly? It's true, Corey said, because PayPal is not great in regards to funds and fundraisers, because they are also, a sister company that takes out fees and everything, and so it's a little bit harder. Jada_Johnstone said, were there any particular podcasts that inspired us to make the series? Yes, there's this podcast called S-Town, which you guys should all listen to, which is that was produced by This American Life. Also Serial, which was produced by This American Life. A lot of investigative journalism podcasts, specifically those two, and specifically the kind of format of S-Town was super fascinating to us, about, because that show is also about someone kind of bringing the producers to a small town for the purpose of investigating a crime. So, so that was pretty cool. So those are two ones that I suggest listening to. Also, like, Welcome to Night Vale with a little bit of what they do with paranormal stuff was, I think, something we, Corey said a prepaid Visa or a MasterCard gift card. So those are possible things you can get if you're looking to purchase those, which I think you can also purchase through Amazon. Can you use Amazon gift cards on these? I don't know. So the podcast, everyone's asking where the podcast will be. The podcast was going to be on SoundCloud or iTunes. We haven't figured out the exact distribution, but the good thing about podcasts is that they're free, so you're not going to be, and so you'll be able to listen to it anywhere. Tall Grace asked, we'll include songs. So there are no musical numbers at this point. This show isn't a musical show, but I think one of the coolest aspects of this show is that we are going to have an original score by Chuck Criss. That's right. You heard it. Darren Criss's brother, Chuck Criss of OK Computer. That's something different. Of computer games and the Freelance Whales. Remember Chuck did the score for A Little White Lie, the Star Kids original web series that came out years ago? Chuck's got an awesome musical sound. So it's pretty cool. We were really excited that he wanted to do this and get involved in this project because he has like such an awesome sound, and like his music is so eclectic. If you listen to the Kickstarter video, all the musical motifs we use in the Kickstarter pitch video are all Chuck tunes and Chuck motifs, which is pretty awesome. So yeah, there's a lot. The team for this is super awesome, guys. It's really, really cool. So it's like, so yeah, I think it's like, I don't know. I don't know how else to pitch this other than that it's got one of the best teams ever assembled. And yeah, okay, so it's pretty cool.